I'm Austin Jackson, and my team is proud to be the official injury lawyers of the Augusta Green Jackets. The Augusta Guy, supporting Augusta's team and all those who call the CSRA home.
Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
This is News 1226 First Alert Weather. Always ready, always streaming. Join News 1226 for Military Appreciation Month, sponsored by C.A. Reed Senior Memorial Funeral Home.
Big value. Ready to grab and go at Parker's Kitchen. Value deals starting at just $4. Make your next stop Parker's Kitchen.
Live from Augusta, you're watching News 12, First at 4.
I'm Zaina Halliburton. Thank you for watching News 12 First at 4. Now on WRDW+, I'm joined with your First Alert meteorologist, Emily Acton. You're taking a live look at radar. Emily, another active day for us.
Yes, it is, and it's not quite as intense as what we saw yesterday, but still some heavy downpours right now across the southeast, and it's going to be those hit or miss showers. So again, right now, if you're in the city of Augusta, you're nice and dry, but if you're down around Harlem, you're about to see some heavy downpours. So again, it's just that hit or miss nature of it. We're seeing a heavy downpour right now just south of Barnwell, actually picking up some lightning detected on that cell right there. So it's a little bit active for our afternoon. That will continue into our evening and even into the early overnight hours. We're going to keep that chance of rain in play throughout the next couple of days. I'll talk more about timing coming up.
Breaking news first at 4. A woman is missing out of Fairfax. This is Pauline Bradley. Family members say she left her home around 8 o'clock Saturday morning driving a black Jeep Compass with South Carolina plates. Her family believes she could have traveled to Richland County, possibly near Calhoun Street in the area of a shelter. Mrs. Bradley suffers from mental health issues. If you do see her, be sure to call 911 immediately so she can be found. Cole Gray, the suspected gunman in the shooting in Appalachia. Here at home today, the 60th class of TW Josie High School turned their tassels. This graduation wasn't just a milestone, it was a farewell to the school building as they've known it for the last 60 years. The high school is not shutting down, though. It's being temporarily closed as renovations begin for the future TW Josie High School College and Career Academy. This was their final celebration before the building goes dark and that construction starts. We were at the ceremony this morning and got to speak with the final class of students.
I mean, just look at these people. I mean, like, everybody came and showed up. It's a family. It's really a family. It's truly a family, and I'm very thankful to graduate here.
The high school has been in Richmond County since 1964, so this is a chapter closed in our community's history. The Josie Alumni Foundation say they're fully committed to keeping all memorabilia and treasured pieces of history preserved through those renovations.
30 years ago, I did the same thing. Granted, it was across the street over here, but I did the same thing. So I get a chance to look back. We had an opportunity to catch up, have some good memories, and talk about good times. And then looking forward is his future and what's going to happen next for him.
Alumni came for the ceremony as well. The meaning and impact of the school's time in Richmond County as it stands today was heavy on everyone's hearts. Congratulations to those students. And an update to a case we've been following for a few weeks now. Tyrone Harris has been booked in jail. We're giving you a first look at his mugshot today. Authorities arrested him yesterday after being accused of conducting unauthorized fire inspections in 4 Richmond County schools. He faces 5 counts of impersonation with bonds set at $9,000 for each charge. And yesterday we confirmed the investigation extends beyond just school property. A manager at AAA Gun and Pawnbrokers on Tobacco Road told 12 on Your Side that Harris came into their business and went behind the counter to conduct an inspection. That business contacted authorities after seeing reports about the school inspection investigations. We reached out to the state fire marshal's office yesterday for comment and haven't heard back just yet. If you're a Georgia Power customer, your bill is going down. The Georgia Public Service Commission has approved a plan to lower electric rates, meaning about $50 in savings a year for a typical home. That's about $4 a month. The change takes effect as summer heat arrives, when higher power use can push bills up. Opponents of this plan say it's actually a rate increase in the long run. The plan gives Georgia Power the right to pass on the cost of storm recovery to you, the customer. Attention parents, school-age children's test scores are revealing a startling trend. Researchers are warning that the U.S. is experiencing. In County, we have officials tackling falling literacy rates, and they're succeeding. The Dr. Paulette P. Harris Literacy Center at Augusta University was named one of the best in the state of Georgia, and they were given a $20,000 grant. They're located inside the hub. The director of the Literacy Center says Richmond County's rating scores are going up, and they see the impact at the center, which is good news. A 24-year-old man has been arrested in connection with an Orangeburg County shooting. Jalen Staley is charged with 4 counts of attempted murder after deputies say he fired into a home on Norway Road with a 6-month-old baby inside. Deputies say this happened around 5 o'clock when a car stopped outside. Staley is from Bowman, over 35 minutes from where this all happened. We're working to learn more about why this happened, and we'll keep you updated with any new information. The Fulton County trial for an accused spa shooter is at a standstill. Robert Long, you're looking at video now from the construction at Liberty Park. This is part of Grovetown's expansion project that hopes to improve facilities in that area. They say soccer fields, pickleball, and tennis courts, playgrounds can be expected there. The SPLOST-funded project doesn't have an official completion date, but of course we'll keep you updated as we learn more details into that timeline. A boil water advisory has been placed on multiple streets in Gloverville, South Carolina. Take a look here at your screen. If you live on one of those roads, you could be affected. This is the area inside Gracehurst Road, Pine Street, and Glover Street. The Valley Public Service Authority water system says service is interrupted to fix some unexpected issues. If your water shuts off or has low pressure, once it comes back, you should boil your water for 1 full minute before using it to drink or to cook with. Ice should be made from boiled water too. We're told there's no confirmed contamination, but the potential does exist. Authorities in Washington state confirm a second person is coming up. A victim of a gas station fire has spoken up about what she experienced for the very first time.
And looking at current radar, we are still tracking some showers and thunderstorms across the CSRA. Some of us, though, have great sky conditions. That's going to be the story throughout the evening. I'll have a look at your full forecast coming up.
Time in 10, sponsored by Riverside Heating and Air.
For comfort you can count on, call Riverside Heating and Air. Now offering 60-month no-interest financing on new system replacements. Stay comfortable with Riverside Heating and Air.
We was riding down the highway, the logging truck turned, the logs came through, hit me in the head, and hit my daughter-in-law in the face. I had saw Austin's commercial on TV. I looked this number up on the internet, and he got right back to me.
Hello, my name is Clyde Jurosic, and along with my wonderful wife and extended family, we operate Jurosic's Berry Plantation near North Augusta. It is a true family farm producing strawberries and hybrid blackberries with a passion for quality, flavor, and food safety. We offer pre-picked and pick your own. Berries are currently in peak production with fantastic flavor and sweetness. Children are welcome and can also enjoy feeding thousands of catfish and using the picnic area. Please visit our website for more information. We look forward to seeing you and your families soon.
Here I am, field trip chaperone.
WRDW, 10:07 p.m. on WHET. Sponsored by the Augusta Arsenal Soccer Club.
Subrogation.
Made whole doctrine.
Hospital liens.
Living in liability release.
I had no idea what any of that meant to my case, but Austin did.
That's why you need the Augusta guy.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Emily Acton.
Well, we're tracking another afternoon of isolated showers and thunderstorms. So some of us are completely dry, having a nice afternoon, and others seeing some pretty heavy downpours. Right now, we're just tracking some showers just south of Augusta, mainly in the Richmond and Burt County areas. But other spots like Bamberg, Barnwell County seeing rain. Some of our southern counties seeing some more showers as well. As we go throughout the evening, small chance of rain, but wherever these showers do pop up, they can drop a lot of rainfall really quickly. Again, just the coverage not looking as widespread as what we have been seeing. But we've got a stalled front here for the next couple of days, and we have a lot of moisture coming in from the Gulf, and that's really just feeding into these afternoon storms, and that's what's allowing them to drop a lot of rainfall really quickly for us. So as we go throughout the evening, again, an isolated shower or two, and then when we get into our Friday, starting off dry, and we'll be mostly dry throughout the afternoon until we get to about 3-4 p.m. Then we can start to see those thunderstorm chances increase and rain for the start of our Saturday. As we go throughout the first half of the day, we're going to see those hit or miss showers, but by the afternoon, you might have a break in the rain. Again, really just depending on exactly where you are. It's just the type of weather where it's pouring rain across the street and completely dry where you are. So it really is going to be those hit or miss showers. So have the First Alert weather app downloaded, but I wouldn't cancel plans that you may have this weekend. Sunday, looking a lot drier, but a little bit cooler for us as we'll have a cold front pushing through. That'll drop our temperatures down for the start of next week. We have a marginal flood risk. That's today, tomorrow, Saturday, and even a little bit of Sunday for us. But again, Sunday is looking a lot drier than what we have been seeing. And then if we go into our Monday, really not tracking that flood risk there. So that's some good news. Some more good news. This is our latest drought monitor. Came out this morning. Significant improvement across most of the CSRA. Now we're only in severe drought conditions instead of extreme and exceptional, but our most southern counties still seeing that extreme and exceptional drought conditions. That really hasn't improved much for places like Sylvania, Bamberg, Barnwell counties, and Allendale. Really hasn't improved in terms of the drought conditions, but we've got some more time. Rain chances are sticking around for the next couple of days, and temperatures are really dropping off. Saturday, 83, 79 Sunday. We'll warm back up, though, as we go throughout the week next week.
Thanks, Emily. A woman caught in a fiery crash spoke about what happened for the first time in South Carolina. Olivia Finch was pumping gas when a car trying to escape a road rage incident came flying toward her. That driver was trying to escape. Again, that road rage situation had hit the pump Finch was using and it instantly burst into flames, trapping Finch in the chaos. She rushed to roll on the ground to put out the flames and unknowingly took the picture of the life-changing moment. You can see her lying on the ground as flames surround her. And she just goes on to say how grateful she was for that help. Deputies say there is an ongoing investigation into this crash and there are no arrests. The Trump administration is setting up in a streaming world with endless content from apps and subscriptions. One Brooklyn video store is going old school and it's drawing a new generation of movie fans. Evan Moon shows us how DVD and VHS are making a comeback as people trade algorithms for aisle browsing.
Night Owl Video in Brooklyn has hit rewind, bringing back VHS tapes and DVDs.
This is the only video store left in New York City.
And with a Blockbuster first year in business, selling more than 30,000 tapes and discs.
When Blockbuster was at its height, people were renting movies like crazy. Now it is definitely much more of a niche thing, but growing.
Who's your typical customer that's walking through the door?
Younger generation, 25 and under. I remember asking a Gen Z customer, why VHS? What's the interest? And they just said, it's just a thing that works.
On the afternoon we visited, dozens of people came into the store, searching through bins, finding inspiration from cover art, and chatting with fellow customers about recommendations.
They're all animated differently.
Creating community.
Watching a film is such a solitary experience, and being around a bunch of like-minded people who want to pick things off the shelf, perhaps strike up a conversation, is really nice.
Customers also seem to share a frustration over too many apps and too many fees.
The costs are rising and the selection is dwindling on streaming.
Co-owner Aaron Hamill says the store has films you can't find on apps, sourcing thousands of titles through trade-ins and hunting online.
Are people coming in more for the newer releases or for the classics?
They want a lot of the classics. Clueless is something that we can rarely keep in stock. The Matrix on DVD.
While the movies may be old school, co-owner Jess Mills says the social scene is what's really reeling people in.
Apps can't beat the real in-person experience of getting someone's in-person recommendation.
What's your favorite movie? Is it here?
My favorite movie is The Labyrinth.
As for me,
Groundhog Day.
Pushing play on nostalgia. In Brooklyn, Evan Moon, CBS News.
Yeah, that's definitely nostalgia. Remember Titanic? You had the part 1, part 2, it went black, then you had to get the second one in. Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. For older generations, cursive is second nature, right? But many students today are more familiar with a keyboard. We'll tell you more about that coming up.
First Alert Radar, powered by Jim Hudson Automotive Group.
Do you have wall cracks?
Some cursive is a practical life skill, and for others, it's a throwback that doesn't fit today's classroom demands. In this Aging Untold Extra, reporter Tisha Powell looks at how the push to bring cursive back and the arguments for moving on from the technique.
All the way to the top line. Yep.
From signatures to family letters and historical documents, cursive has long been part of American life. But as keyboards replace pens, schools are still debating whether it belongs in the classroom.
It's different because there's like more steps to it. Cursive, there's like squiggles, there's like curves, not just like straight lines like print does. So it's a bit harder.
In some schools, cursive is still part of the routine, even if it's only a few minutes a week.
That's excellent.
Advocates say cursive not only builds a skill students can use for life, research suggests it may benefit the brain too. Aging Untold expert Catherine Ambrose agrees.
It impacts your brain differently. The neurons work differently. And so it plugs into creativity. It's good for your brain. I think it's wonderful that we're talking about bringing it back.
However, critics say classroom time is already stretched thin and that print or typing may be more useful in daily life.
Frankly, it won't help them in the modern world.
Ambrose says there's one more piece here, cursive as an art form.
We talk a lot about STEM versus STEAM. And when we leave the A out, when we leave the art out, that's our humanity. I think art might be the most important thing.
And whether cursive makes the cut or not, researchers say handwriting still matters. For now, the cursive debate continues, weighing tradition against time and what helps students learn best today.
Interesting. I really enjoyed learning cursive in elementary school. Now, do I write in cursive today? Only when I have to sign my name, right? But I do read it because my dad and my grandma, let me tell you, that's all they write in. Well, for many people, the line between being busy and being worn out may be a bit blurry. Mental health experts say this can result in high-functioning burnout, where a person appears successful on the outside, but actually feels chronically exhausted, depleted, and disconnected from joy. Research shows working mothers are especially vulnerable, juggling a majority of household responsibilities after their 9-to-5 jobs.
Delegate tasks that are daily tasks, because a lot of times the dads in the home are doing the things that are quarterly or maybe weekly or maybe monthly, the lawn. You are negotiating the invisible load. You have these ongoing lists of tasks, so offload them as soon as possible, especially the daily ones.
Signs of burnout include non-restorative sleep, being irritable, anxious, or numb, and having trouble concentrating or even relaxing. Experts say employers can help by providing flexible work schedules, mentorship, or parental support groups. A generative AI company wants to resurrect Stanley's voice and likeness years after his death. 11 Labs says it struck a deal to use it. It says it'll add Lee to its roster of simulated celebrities available for licensing. Lee's a beloved former editor and writer for Marvel Comics. His fandom continues despite his death back in 2018. Stanley Universe holds the rights to his voice and likeness. Emily?
Well, looking at the current radar, we're tracking a few showers and even a thunderstorm right now moving through the area of Millen in Jenkins County. I'll have a look at what we can expect for the rest of the evening and the next 7 days coming up.
And vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems. Ask your doctor about Zepbound, a game-changing treatment for OSA. Zepbound. Watch this. Watch this.
This year, don't settle for less than a Honda. Visit your Augusta-Aiken Honda dealer.
News 1226 this morning. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Stream whenever, wherever, however. Just search WRDW Plus on any streaming platform.
Graniteville's Better World Studios is hosting a special exhibit featuring graduating art students from USC Aiken. The show runs from Thursday, May 13th through July 12th. The exhibit is free and open to the public. Now looking at what we can expect here over the next couple of hours, a few isolated showers and thunderstorms for us, but again, a good portion of our area will remain dry. Just have the rain gear just in case if you are headed out anytime soon. Really south of I-20, that's where we're seeing the heaviest of showers for us. Over in Charleston, they have a flood advisory going on right now. Tomorrow morning, starting off nice and dry. We'll see partly to mostly cloudy sky conditions, warming up to 80 by 11 a.m. and we'll top off in those mid-80s for your Friday. I'll have another look at your full forecast and we'll be talking more about rain chances coming up.
I'll T-bone at the intersection.
You're watching News 12, first at 4. Continues.
First at 4 continues. Thanks for joining us. I'm Zaina Halliburton here with your First Alert meteorologist, Emily Acton. You're taking a live look at that radar, and it's kind of just a different day, but same thing. We're talking about thunderstorms in our area right now, though, Emily, we're kind of dry here in Augusta, but that's not everywhere.
Yes, and that's a good point. We are just seeing those scattered showers. So some portions nice, maybe even sunny, and others seeing some pretty heavy downpours right now. Looking around Jenkins and Screven County, they're seeing the heaviest of rain really south of I-20. That's where our rain is really staying localized at the moment. So the city, or really just more Richmond County, not the city of Augusta, but we've seen a few pop-up showers this evening. But as we look a little bit more towards our west, Barnwell had a pretty heavy downpour just over the past 20 minutes or so. But that's something that is kind of unique with these storms, is that they will form very quick and move out even quicker. So if you do have outdoor plans and maybe a shower does pop up, you could still enjoy the afternoon once that rain passes. But looking at rain chances for the next several days, we're keeping them around about a 30% chance tomorrow. Things will uptick for your Saturday, but go back down a little bit by the time we start next week. I'll have a look at what our temperatures look like over the next 7 days coming up.
Thanks, Emily. New information today about a story we brought you last week regarding a shooting in Aiken that left a 21-year-old man dead. Today, a man is arrested and being held in the Aiken County Jail in connection with that shooting. 32-year-old Deshaun Hankinson is charged with murder. He was arrested yesterday. Deputies say they were helped by the U.S. Marshals Service. You're looking at video from that day now. This shooting happened on May 20th when police were called to Dallas Circle and found the young man dead in a yard. Deputies say this is still under investigation. The FBI says security-wise, they're prepared for the Wrdw Aquatic Center is officially open for business here at home. After being closed for over a month, their multiple services are up and running again. They offer a pool open to the public, swim classes, and water fitness lessons. We spoke with someone who uses the center. He told us the center has helped him prepare for the Navy, and it's helped him get in shape.
This place is right in the heart of town, right next to Daniel Field. It's as Augusta gets. And not only is everybody here good for you, they treat you like family, and they look out for you.
The operating hours for the center is 6 to 8 on weekdays and 9 to 3 on Saturday. If you're heading out to lakes this summer, health officials say take extra precautions. Unlike pools, fresh water isn't chemically treated, so there's always a risk of bacteria, viruses, and other organisms. One of the most common ways to get infected with something is if water goes up your nose. To reduce your risk, avoid warm, fresh water when temperatures are high or water levels are low. Hold your nose when diving or tubing. Don't stir up the bottom, and only rinse your sinuses with distilled, sterilized, or boiled and cooled water. Good reminders as we head into summer and so many people spending time outside at lakes. Coming up, a woman with one arm was pulled over for texting and driving. See the details after the break.
And we're looking at rain chances as we go throughout our weekend and into the early start of next week. I'll have a look at when those showers will start and end coming up.
Now, your First Alert weather with meteorologist Emily Acton.
Well, we're seeing a few scattered showers and a thunderstorm across the southeast, but here in the CSRA, our heaviest downpour right now moving through Jenkins County and detecting some lightning with that storm as well. I will say most of our area is dry, but there is going to be that chance for a few isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm as we go throughout the rest of our evening. So keeping that low chance there, but wherever these showers do pop up, they can dump a lot of rainfall pretty quickly, and that's because we're just having endless amounts of moisture coming from the Gulf. It's really just feeding into the southeast, and with a stalled front, we had those afternoon pop-up showers and thunderstorms. And again, that's what we're seeing today, still feeding into those showers, chances again dropping a decent amount of rainfall for us as we go throughout the evening. Very isolated rain. Overall, just seeing partly to mostly cloudy sky conditions. Now, starting off your Friday, partly cloudy. We'll see those isolated shower chances start to increase for the afternoon and evening, but again, wouldn't fully cancel your plans for the next couple of days. We are still tracking rainfall starting the day Saturday. We'll get a little bit of a break before it picks back up around noon and hit or miss throughout the early afternoon hours for your Saturday. Now, Sunday, things are looking drier, but with those rain chances as they come into the afternoon, could dump a lot of rainfall quickly. So widespread rain, not as likely for the end of our weekend. We're actually cooling off for our Sunday as well, but we still have that flash flood risk, and this is actually just brand new updated there. Friday, we're under that slight flood risk now, so marginal for the day today, slight tomorrow, marginal Saturday. And that's not saying, oh, it's going to be widespread heavy rain. Just where these storms do pop up, they can drop a lot of rainfall quickly. So we do have higher rain chances come Saturday, but as of Friday, or as of right now, Friday is under that slight risk. So any of those storms that do pop up could drop a lot of rainfall pretty quickly. It's that weather where your next door neighbor could get 2 inches of rain and you only get ½ an inch. That's just kind of the name of the game. Looking at our drought monitor, came out this morning, much better conditions for us, but still, we're in that severe drought for most of our area. Hopefully that will improve as we have more rainfall to track. Zaina.
Thanks, Emily. There's an update about the Florida woman whose traffic stop went viral after she was accused of holding a phone in her right hand, a hand she does not have. The citation given to her has now been dismissed. Christian Benavides sat down exclusively with the driver.
You drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with the phone in your hand.
Body camera footage from the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office shows Katie Thomas initially laughing when a deputy pulled her over in February, claiming he saw her driving with a device in her right hand. Thomas, who was born without a right hand, showed him as much, but he remained skeptical.
You did not have a phone in your hand. Hand to God, you did not have a phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
The other hand to God, you did not have a phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
Despite the evidence, the deputy still gave her a citation for $116 for violating Florida's wireless communication while driving law and told her she could dispute it. Thomas says she tries to use comic relief to handle situations like this, but the exchange also created a teachable moment.
I would love people to take away is that limb difference is normal. Somebody who looks different than you is normal. All of that is normal. Normal is whoever you're most comfortable being.
A hearing had been scheduled for Wednesday, but court records show the citation was dismissed at the request of the deputy who issued it. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Lake Worth, Florida.
Wow, that's something. You can see more of Christian's interview with Katie Thomas tomorrow on CBS Mornings. Thank goodness for body cams, right? An Austrian court has convicted a 21-year-old man. The U.S. Geological Survey reported a small earthquake in South Carolina. Near McCormick, there was a 6-kilometer deep quake measuring a 1.9 magnitude. The same earthquake was reported south of Greenwood and north of Evans. It did measure, but we usually don't typically feel an earthquake until the 3 mark. So that's interesting. Very close to home. A Special Olympian lost more than 100 pounds. See how he started his journey coming up.
At Stanton, you get the best value. 2 pairs for just $79. A free eye exam, anti-glare made same day.
That's value you can actually see.
Smart, simple, Stanton.
The woke trans lobby.
At Stanton, we sell great frames. All sorts of frames. Over 1,000 frames, starting at just $79.
I saved money, and I see great.
Smart, simple, Stanton.
June is the peak wedding season. While we often talk about how expensive weddings can be for couples, guests often face quite a financial burden. And this Watching Your Wallet consumer investigator Rachel DePompa talks about how to save up for the next wedding you attend.
Between travel, hotel blocks, multiple events, gifts, and what you're wearing, attending just one wedding can cost hundreds. According to the Not Guest study, the average cost of attending a wedding is $610. Cherry Dale, the Vice President of Financial Education at Virginia Credit Union, says when thinking about that expense, there are 4 main cost areas to consider: travel, accommodations, attire, and the gift.
If it's a local wedding, then you can scratch the travel costs. But if it's a destination wedding or somewhere out of state or even 2 hours away, you really need to factor in those costs because they do add up. Have it planned. If it's 6 months out, that's great. If it's a year away, that's even better.
Dale says the longer you have the plan, the more money you can set aside for that experience. She says start budgeting the minute you get an invitation and be honest with the bride and groom from jump.
Your presence sometimes might be the present for the wedding in and of itself. Have open dialogue with the people getting married. And I think people can be very receptive. Yes, this is a super important day for everyone, but they want their participants in the wedding to be happy and not feel stressed as well.
And there are ways to cut back on costs. Maybe you rent a car for 2 families and share the costs of the rental and gas. Maybe you take a train instead of fly. Maybe you stay with nearby relatives instead of a hotel. A gift can be meaningful, but not expensive. Communication is key, and the sooner you can start to make those plans, the better off you will be. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
A Special Olympics athlete is showing just how far a few small steps can go. Travis Lutheran lives in Columbia, South Carolina. Back in 2022, he was struggling with daily tasks, and he knew something had to change. His story starts with just a short walk with a friend. His co-worker at Special Olympics, South Carolina, has a fitness background and stepped in to help. That first day, they walked no more than 50 yards, but Travis was determined.
All of a sudden, he's now half the man he used to be. He started at 233 pounds, and as of this morning, he's recorded at 131 pounds. So it's a total of 102 pounds lost for Mr. Travis.
Travis credits his mom for being his biggest motivator. When Travis isn't walking, he's in the pool. He's won Special Olympics gold medals, including one in the backstroke. Travis and Anthony also team up for the Walk This Way program with the Special Olympics to inspire others to live and eat healthy. Good for him. For America's 250th birthday, we could soon see a new 250.
Well, looking at our temperatures tomorrow, we're going to be in the mid-80s for most of us. So a little bit cooler than what we have been seeing, but still tracking those afternoon shower chances. I'll have a look at what we can expect for the next 7 days coming up.
News 1226 this morning, weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
Check this out. A newly identified prehistoric ocean predator is giving scientists a fresh look at life beneath ancient seas. Scientists calling this the massive marine reptile, the T-Rex of the sea. They say it lived about 80 million years ago and stretched up to 43 feet long. It hunted ancient fish, turtles, and other marine reptiles. Researchers identified the species after re-examining fossils discovered in Texas that had been misclassified for decades. Isn't that something?
I don't like that. That looks scary.
No, it does. It does.
Yeah, it's almost like a alligator, turtle, fish mix. That's kind of what it looks like. So
I will say though, it's actually really cool looking. But yeah, no, nothing. We don't want to see. This day,
it's cool looking. Look at the teeth. No,
Yeah.
ma'am.
No.
Yep. Looking at that, our forecast here for the rest of the evening. Few hit or miss showers. We actually now have a flood advisory out for portions of Jenkins County, and that's going to go for at least the next couple of hours. And just remember, if you ever are put under those advisories, stay off the roadways. Turn around, don't drown. Flooding is the second leading weather-related cause of death, and most of those are due to people traveling in cars. So again, it's very serious. Make sure that you are staying off the roadways. Some heavy rainfall, again, going on for our most southern counties. Still could track an isolated shower or thunderstorm places along I-20 and even north, but as of right now, most of that rain is staying to our south, at least for us here in Augusta. I'll have another check on your full forecast coming up.
News 1226 this morning. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m. Stream whenever, wherever, however. Just search WRDW Plus on any streaming platforms.
Does your home have wall cracks?
We were in the process of a new construction and we needed durable floors, and that's what led us to A&D.
We love that they were a locally family-owned business and they have a friendly and knowledgeable staff.
A&D has a beautiful showroom with a lot of options to choose from. We ended up with the Mannington Wheat. It makes their home very inviting. They did a phenomenal job throughout the whole process. We would highly recommend A&D to anyone looking for new flooring.
A&D Carpets and Hardwoods. Come see us today.
Don't let